Here we are back at the beautiful Glenn Argyle neighborhood park. It's a like a rainwater runoff treatment facility. We're going to see if we can beat our last score here, which I can't quite remember what it is, but I'll put it up on the screen right here. I'm going to go out there and just see how many of these holes I can birdie. Stick with me and we'll get to it. All right, so here we are at the hole 1 tee box. I like to throw an A5 here, just a short chip shot. And I aim right for the hole 2 tee box and hope the disc just dives towards the basket. That one did not. I just threw it really long. All right, we'll go play it. All right, stick with me. We'll go make this putt. I threw it a little too long. Let's hope that I haven't lost my putting skills in the past week, not having been able to play. That's a birdie. 2 of them. That's it. That's the goal, right? Let's see if we can birdie every one of these, or let's just see how many we can birdie. Hole 2 tee pads right here. All right, let's move on over here. This is hole 2. Hole 2 says it's 210 feet. The basket is up there underneath that large palm tree. I like to throw something towards the hole 3 tee box, just like I did on the last hole. Something that's gonna fade really hard naturally towards the end of its flight. So I'm gonna throw the rock that I actually found here a while ago. That looks like a decent shot. It was actually on an ace run. We just flew right in front of the basket, bounced, and went right behind it. Let's roll. Another neat feature of this park is a nice little place to sit and hang out with your significant other. Now, I do want to point something out about this park that's a little bit deceiving. This looks like real beautiful grass that you could just walk in and, you know, frolic, or even what's the word everybody's using right now? I can't remember it. I'll put it right here. Anyways, this is really muddy. You have to be very careful, especially if it has rained. This is going to be pretty deep in a place that you can definitely lose a shoe. All right, we're up here. Ooh, got a little wet right there. All right, where's those putters? Stay. Can you stay? You're still rolling. Okay, let's scoot you back a little. There. Oh, all right, we good? So this disc landed right in front of the basket, came around here, and just spun around the basket. All right, birdie on 2. We need to go ahead and make sure we're putting these in the watch, which I didn't on the first one. So there's birdie on 1 and birdie on 2. The 3 is right here. Let's go on down to 3. Watch for this mud. It's only a little bit wet right now. Ooh, I did find a wet spot. I did find a pretty deep spot. Okay, let's put our putters away. Hole 3. It's a very straight shot, 233 feet. Again, the grass to this side is very swampy. It's really deep. It's very deceiving. So I'm going to throw a disc that was just gifted to me by Mr. Eric Oakley. It looks like it's his signature disc called the, what is this thing? The Pathfinder. I really like this. It feels buzzish. And it might actually go a little straighter than a buzz. How'd that do? How's that going to do? Right under the basket. All right, so there's the basket for hole 3. We play this as an island hole, which basically means if you land anywhere over this sidewalk, off here in the grass or back there, you're out of the island. We want to land somewhere on this side of the basket, which we can see right here. My Pathfinder is landed 4 feet from the basket. There's another 2. All right, the tee pad for hole 4 here is right there. Hole 4 only reads about 146 feet. You've got to throw over this bridge and have your disc fade really hard to the left up about a 10-foot rise. So it plays a little bit longer than it is. So I like that I landed up on the rise, but I'm solid 30 foot away. All right, so I left myself with a lie way up here on the hill, about 30 feet from the basket. The disc didn't fade as much as I wanted it to. Get our footing. And throw it in for a birdie. Let's try the second one before I fall down. We missed on that. Thank goodness for the first one. All right, let's see if it can follow. Yep, there we are. Right in for another birdie on hole 4. That one was definitely a lucky shot. Hole 5 is conveniently right next to where I parked the cart. And it is a funny shot. Let's see if I remember. This is a short turnover or a little backhand flick shot. Luckily, I did bring that disc. Let's get the Pathfinder out of there and just go ahead and aim for, there's a path right up there on the hill, or we could try and throw straight through the trees, but I don't go that way. I need just a good skip. I think I left myself really short. I left myself with quite the putt again. This looks like maybe about 40 feet. Just barely missed it. That one I missed big time. Okay, so we're taking a par. What a bummer. So we're going to take a par on 5. This was our second shot that we missed by a mile, and our first shot landed right under the basket. So we'll take our drop in and move on to 6. 6 is back up behind us. We're going to throw along the road. Stick with me, we'll get there. Hole 6. It's just off the road here, 190 feet. It's a straight shot that has a really big drop to the right and a road to the left. Some guys will throw a sidearm over the road and have it come back in. I think I'm just going to try the old A5 straight at it. Let's see. And throw it into the dirt, watch it skip, and hope we didn't get a roll. We got a really good skip though. Let's go find it. Well, it looks like I didn't leave myself with too bad of a lie. I've made this putt already today. Let's hope we can make it again. I got lucky. This is a very steep hill. Normally these things like to roll. See if I can get my footing, not roll down the hill myself. Nope, big miss, big miss. Player 2 got it though. I don't know what happened to this hill. It used to be nice and grassy. I'm guessing the landscaping got a hold of it. All right, that's player 2. Come on. What are you doing? Can you not follow me around that way? Hello? Osmo. Let's go. Let's go. Silly. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. All right, got a little short putt here. You probably can't see it. That's all right. There it is. All right, we're at hole 7. It reads 173 feet. There are 2 trees up there. They're both oak trees. There's a black oak tree on the right and a lighter colored one on the left. I usually try and throw the A5 right up between those 2 trees and let the disc just naturally fade towards the basket. The basket is just to the left of all that. All right, here we go. So there it goes out towards the darker tree, and I got a decent kick off the tree. It's not where I wanted to go, but it'll work. So this round I'm shooting without being able to see what I'm doing on the phone screen. I'm trying to use the better lenses to see if I can improve the quality and just see how this video goes. If it doesn't go well, I won't shoot it this way again. Hopefully this basket is in your view. Getting barked at by a local dog. All right, let's see. We would miss. A little higher. Too high. There's another par on 7. Ouch. All right, hole 8. I'm not sure how long hole 8 is. If I had to guess, I'd say it's around 150 feet. It's fun because there's an oak tree that's grown really low to the ground. You've got to get around that oak tree and you've got to stay out of the road. All right, so we're going to throw us a little forehand with the old MX1. There's the turn, and we got a little bit of skip. We might be in the road. That's what I mean about those low-hanging trees right there. You've got to get around this corner, and there's a road all the way around it here. The goal is to get that disc to turn really hard underneath the branches right here and end up right where we did, which is right here. See if we can make our little short putt here on 8. Yes, we can. So 8 is also a birdie. So far, I think we've only got 2 holes that are pars. All right. Nine is another straight shot, about 137 feet. It's down into this little gully, and it's got a bunch of trees in front of it. So what I like to do is take the biggest gap possible. I think it was Ken Climo or Simon or somebody that said, you know, aim for the largest gap that you can. So I'm going to sidearm this disc out, aim for that really big oak tree, and hope it skips either in front of or behind the oak. So it's in front. Stop for me. It's a big hill. So it's a really big decline down into a swamp there. The disc landed about 4 feet from the basket and then just kind of skittered down the bank there. So I said it skittered down the bank. It didn't skitter that far, or slide, or whatever you want to say. And here we are. What do we have, like 6-foot putt? Let's try and make it. Try not to miss. You guys may be giggling over there, but I miss 6-foot putts all the time. Okay, finish your round on your phone. Shot 7 down. It's a pitch and putt course. I think everybody can shoot 7 down here. Anybody can play this course. Bring your wives, bring your kids, bring your grandma, bring your grandpa. This is a fun course. It's always really quiet. It's always really clean. you know, it's just a really nice course. Hey, something I wanted to say, I found out on my way here that I actually hit 65 subscribers. So I really want to say thank you to Jill Oswalt for being that 65th subscriber. You guys may think it's nothing, but it really is something. Even at 65, you know, to me, that's a big deal. I'm a nobody with a nobody channel, so it means a lot. Thank you.